Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a wig review in partnership with name brand wigs. This is John Renau SANDRA in the new color Autumn. The color code for this is S6-30A27RO. It's one of their new ombre colors. I'm really excited to show you both this style and this new color. So if you want to know more about either, I will cover both in depth in this video, then stick around. Alright, before we start talking about this wig, I just want to thank name brand wigs for partnering with me on this review. I am so grateful for the opportunity to show you guys lots of different styles and colors, and that's made possible because of partnerships with companies like name brand wigs. They're a wonderful online resource. I've been a customer of theirs since the very beginning of my wig wearing journey, long before I ever started to partner with them on reviews. I try to give you my very honest opinion. My allegiance is to you, my wig sister, and I always want to help you with these. It's just really nice when we're able to not have to spend all of our money to do wig reviews. Alright, if you've not been to Name Brand Wigs, you can find them at namebrandwigs.com. There is a link in the description to this piece. Alright everyone, let's take a look at SANDRA from all sides. SANDRA is a fully hand-tied cap, so there is no wefting on this piece. It's all fully hand-tied, and the density is a really nice moderate density. It weighs about 4 ounces, and for this length, that's a really good weight. I would say that this is moderate density, not light density, but definitely not heavy density. So if you're looking for a piece that won't be overwhelming, I think SANDRA has a couple of really good things going for. Number one, the moderate density. It's not a lot of hair and these layers. As you can see, we've got a lot of layers here. Really makes it flattering. And then because this has a fully hand-tied cap, there is no permatease or poof on this piece. It is just really natural. It lays super natural, very flattering, not poofy, pillowy, overwhelming at all. Just a really nice, natural, layered look. One thing I think some of you are going to really appreciate is the fact that this does not have a lace front. For some of you, that's a deal breaker, but I know some of my wig sisters find lace fronts to be really irritating. This has such a beautiful cap and a full double mono top, which gives you the most natural looking part line. Look at that part line right there. And because it's a full mono, it comes wanting to part from the left going over to the right, but you can easily change that part. You can make it a right part, you can make it a center part, you can make it a deeper part than this. You can go all the way over to here. So there's a lot of flexibility with that, and it makes it look really natural. But you don't have a lace front, which means that you're either going to have to wear it like it comes, down like this. And it does, I think the fact that it has these side swept bangs is really flattering, and you can't tell that there's no lace there. It lays just perfectly. But you have a couple of other options. Another option would be to cut a full bang into this. So let's take a look at that. Let me kind of get the hair. So you can see it's very close to being a full bang. It's just slightly too long for me in the front. I think the front is, I didn't put the measurement down, but it's just slightly too long for me. So I would just have to trim that up just a little bit. And then you could wear it with a full bang and for sure not have to worry about not having any lace there. And I do have a video where I show you how to trim up bangs on a wig. If you are new to this, please go watch that video. It will help you so much. I will link it in the description. Another option, if you have some bio hair, you can always pull a little bit of bio hair out in the front and blend it on a wig that doesn't have a lace front. That is a viable option. So I think there's a couple of ways that you can wear this so that it will look natural, but just like this, I think it looks extremely natural, and you don't have to worry about a lace front irritating you if you're someone who typically finds them irritating. Now I will show you inside the cap in just a moment, but I want to tell you a little bit about these fibers. So this is a regular synthetic piece. It is not heat friendly. It is not human hair. It is synthetic. And these fibers are really realistic feeling. John Renau fibers are sort of in between dry and silky in my opinion. This one is kind of really typical John Renau. It feels somewhat silky and just a little bit dry, nothing extreme, and it's very natural looking. And as far as shine goes, some people are really sensitive to shine on synthetic wigs, and some colors can be more shiny than others. I would say this is not overly shiny, although because of the warmth of the color, because of the copper and this kind of a medium dark brown for the root, if you're sensitive to shine and you find this too shiny, dry shampoo is a wonderful way to tamp down shine. So when you are new to the wig wearing journey, there's some things that you're not always aware of. Shine on a synthetic wig is hit or miss. I don't typically feel very sensitive to shine, but I know some wig sisters do. So just keep that in mind, and you can get any kind of dry shampoo and that will help a lot. Let's talk about this cap. Because this is a premium cap, that makes the price point on this wig higher than some other synthetics, and that is because this entire thing is hand tied. So this right here is what's called a double monofilament. You've got a mono top, and then you have another layer of very smooth material. It's so if you are irritated by wigs, if you find monofilament irritating or wefting irritating, some people just have super sensitive scalps. This is so smooth. It feels like skin. It's very smooth. It is not rough at all. And then all of this is hand tied, and their hand tied material is very nice. So this should be really comfortable. If you've never tried a double monofilament or a fully hand-tied cap, you might find that these will really help a lot if you have a sensitive scalp. This has an extended nape with Velcro adjusters, nice soft velvety ear tabs with the bendable stays in them, and like I said, no lace front, but all of that on the top is parting space. Now, a couple of things about a fully hand-tied cap. First of all, when fibers are tied into a wig cap by hand, each individual fiber is tied in, and now you've got one little knot, and that fiber can move all around on the axis of that knot. Different from a wefted wig where those fibers are all tied in a track all together, and they can really only kind of move up and down. This will give a wig like this incredibly natural and realistic movement. In addition, if you like to do styling, because all of that is hand tied back there, if you do styling, you don't have to worry about hiding wefting. If you're outside and it's really windy and the hair blows around, you don't have to worry about seeing wefting. So a hand tied cap has many benefits, being low profile, close to the head. Typically they're not very poofy. They don't hardly ever come with permatease. They move super naturally. They have lots of styling flexibility. So if you've never tried a hand-tied cap, those are some of the wonderful benefits. And I know a lot of women who are sensitive to the wig wearing journey find hand-tied caps to be a little bit easier and more realistic. Okay, before we talk about color, I want to just tell you about fit. John Renau is known for running very true to average. I find that these hand-tied caps have a little bit of stretch. So you've got some decent stretch, and I tend to find that there's a little bit of extra cap on the top on me because I have a very petite over the top of my head. I would say that John Renau Circumference on their average caps, looks like I made a little bit of a mess of it, fits anywhere from 21.5 to 22.5, probably pretty comfortably depending on the rest of your measurements. But if you want to look down in the description box for my measurements to see how they compare to yours, I would say this is running very true to average. If you're a little bit bigger than me all around, this should fit you just fine. Okay, let's talk about this color. It's called Autumn, and the color code is S6-30A27RO. So this is part of their new Ombre color line, and I think they came out with 4 or 5 new colors in the Ombre colors. So the RO at the end of the color code is their Renau Ombre. That's what that stands for. The S at the beginning indicates that this is a rooted color. So the 6 is the rooting on this piece. A 6 is a medium chestnut brown. So think about the color code going from a 2 to a 12 in the brunettes. A 2 is a very dark brown, almost black. 4 is a dark brown. 6 is a medium dark brown. 8 is a medium. 10 is a medium light brown. 12 is a light brown. So this is a 6. This is what I would consider a medium dark brown. And it's a warm brown. So it's not really ashy. It's not red, but it's a warm brown. And then it flows into a kind of copper and auburn in an ombre effect. They do such a good job of not making this a stark contrast that they pull some of that darker down through, pull some of the lighter up through. So it looks very professionally done, like you went to a really talented stylist to get this ombre effect. So in the rest of the color codes, you have a 30, which is a light auburn, and a 27, which is sometimes referred to as a ginger, sometimes a copper. So we're really looking at a light auburn and a copper, all in that ombre effect. Oh, the way that fell really helps you to see that copper right there? So there's hints of that really bright copper right there, but then they pull some of that 6 through down into the back. So towards the back, it's mainly the ends that you're seeing the copper, but then they pull it up a little bit higher on the sides. Really beautiful. If you like auburns, you like kind of a coppery red, you don't want the whole wig to be that color though, and you can do more of a dark brown on the top, autumn could be a great one for you to consider. It is so beautiful. I love the ombre effect that they did on this. I think it looks super good. It doesn't make it look like a fashion color. It definitely looks like a color that your normal, average, everyday woman might go to a salon to get. All right, everybody, let's get outside so you can see this color outside, and I'll throw on and out of the box. This is out of the box. All I did was comb through it. I didn't shake it out even. I didn't hang it up. I didn't put any product or water on it, but you'll be able to see out of the box. It looked just like this. Thanks for watching, you guys, and thank you so much, Name Brand Wigs. Let's get outside. All right, everyone. Here we are outside with autumn. My arm is only so long, but let's see if I can get this whole thing in. So you can see that beautiful copper and auburn. And then that root. They did such a good job with this piece. One more time at that top. You can see that it's more of a medium dark brown, but it doesn't have red. Okay, guys. This is a fun one to play with. Thanks for watching.